Hi, this is a Rockwell Automation PLC, Micrologix 1400 series PLC. We have removed all connections in the control panel, and we are trying to reconnect the wiring. So first we have done what is a power supply connection in the PLC. So how did we give the power supply? Okay. So before going to this connection, first of all we should know the data sheet or user manual of the this PLC. So then only it is easy to do it. Okay. So don't simply go through the symbols and other things. So it is better to have always one user manual. Okay. So we have soft copy of the user manual. So based on that we are done. Okay. Now you see here we are getting the power supply through this cable. Here we are getting three wires, three cores, three wire. Okay. One for ground, one for live, one for neutral. So live is red. Okay. So that we gave to MCB. This is the two pole MCB. So we are giving live and neutral and taking this live and neutral. Okay. So actually we are giving here input and taking output. So after taking the output, you are directly giving to the this TB board. This one here for TB terminal block. So from that means to MCB we are getting from the cable. From MCB to it will go to the TB. Again from the TB we used to connect from the TB. We used to connect to the this one of the MCB, and it will go to the SMPS. It will go to the SMPS. So before going SMPS also, we are trying to use single pole MCB here. Okay, single pole MCB to this one. So that is the single pole MCB. This is the single pole MCB. This one. So that means from MCB to TB, then again TB to single pole MCB and single pole MCB to SMPS. Then after from the SMPS, we are getting the positive and negative here. We are getting positive and negative. So this positive negative output of the SMPS will go again to DC MCB here. So positive negative will be connected to the DC MCB. From DC MCB, it will not go to the PLC. It will not go to the PLC. From DC MCB, okay, we are taking the positive terminal. We are taking the positive terminal and giving to an emergency switch. Giving to emergency switch. From emergency switch, we are giving to positive supply to PLC. So it means the positive wire from the SMP is going through the MCB. Sorry, the positive wire from the output of the MCB is going to the emergency switch. Then only it will go to the PLC. Fine. Now, what about the negative wire? Negative wire we are directly taking from the MCB output, that is DC MCB output, and giving to the PLC. So that's the thing. So then once we are getting here positive negative, okay, this positive and negative we may require again for further relay connection or further some other purpose. So at that time, so we are using here one more terminal block for positive and negative. You can see here 24 volt DC and 0 volt DC. Okay, so from the DC circuit breaker, we are giving to the TB. From TB we can take for different purpose. So like that. Okay, so like that. So here you can see from the TB we are connected the negative points to the relay. This one. So anyway, for positive we are getting from the PLC output. For negative we are taking from the here 0 volt, that is the B1 negative here you can see. So from this one we are connecting. So this is the power supply of the PLC, and we have tested, and you can see here also. Just let me switch on this. Okay, it's already switched on. So let me first do that. So once I switch on this AC, the fan has been connected already with the AC power supply. It has been connected here, AC power supply. Once you switch on, the exhaust fans, this fan will start to work. So it will try to cool the PLC. Okay, try to keep the PLC. Okay. Now similarly the light also. Since the door is open, okay, the light will on. Okay. So this is the limit switch. That means when you close the door, so automatically light will off like that. So if you open, the light will on automatically like that. Okay. Now this is the thing. So as I told, okay, so we have some more SMP, that means the power supply. Okay. Now let me switch on. If you switch on this MCB, the light is on. That is SMPS light is on. So you see, switch off. If I switch off, then it is getting off. If I switch on, then SMPS is on. Okay. Now one thing here, one thing we have not done till, we have to do it. That means when I switch on SMPS or when I switch on this MCB, okay, then there should be some indication that it has to come here. That is the, okay, power on. So this bulb is not yet connected. We have to connect this one. This one is not yet connected. Okay. So it has to be connected here. Okay. So it is AC operated. If it is AC operated means I have to take from the, okay, the MCB output to the this one. If it is DC operated means I have to get from the DC MCB to the this one. So that is the thing. Fine. So that is the about the basic wiring diagram. How will I use this one? Okay. Now I switch on the SMPS. Now I am going to switch on the, that is DC power supply. Okay. Then after that, okay, just let me switch on this MCB. You can see here the PLC is getting on. Now you may ask, you see we are not given any power supply to this module. These are called input-output modules. These are called input-output module. We are not given any power supply to these modules, but it is still, okay, working, getting switch on. It means what? It is getting the power supply through the communication port. You can see here the cable. So this, okay, these modules are getting the power supply through the communication port. So that we should. Okay. I hope you understood. So this is the basic power supply. Okay. There is any doubt, you can ask. This is the thing. Fine. Thank you.